Hi, I'm Libby. Welcome to my Grocery X Learn English podcast. Today we're gonna talk about the impact of earthquakes on communities and economies. Introduction. A. Explanation of earthquakes. Earthquakes are natural disasters that occur when the Earth's tectonic plates shift, causing the ground to shake. They can range in intensity from small tremors to massive disasters that cause widespread damage and loss of life. B. Importance of understanding the impact of earthquakes. Understanding the impact of earthquakes is important for a number of reasons. It allows us to better prepare for future earthquakes, minimize the damage they cause, and respond more effectively in the aftermath. Additionally, understanding the impact of earthquakes can help governments and communities make informed decisions about disaster mitigation and preparedness strategies. 2. Physical impact of earthquakes on communities. A. Property damage. Earthquakes can cause significant damage to buildings and infrastructure, including homes, businesses, roads, bridges, and other structures. This damage can range from minor cracks in walls to complete collapses of buildings. B. Injuries and fatalities. Earthquakes can also result in injuries and fatalities. This can occur as a result of falling debris, collapsed buildings, and other factors related to the earthquake itself. In severe earthquakes, the number of casualties can be substantial. C. Displacement of residents. Earthquakes can also displace residents from their homes. This can be due to structural damage to homes, or because residents are evacuated for their safety. Displacement can have a significant impact on the affected communities, leading to a range of social, economic, and mental health challenges. 3. Economic impact of earthquakes. A. Loss of revenue and jobs. Earthquakes can result in a significant loss of revenue and jobs. This can occur as a result of disrupted business operations, damaged infrastructure, and other factors. In severe earthquakes, entire communities and economies can be severely impacted. B. Increased costs of goods and services. The cost of goods and services can also increase after an earthquake. This can be due to the disruption of supply chains, the cost of repairs and rebuilding, and other factors. C. Decreased foreign investment. Earthquakes can also lead to decreased foreign investment in the affected areas. This can occur as investors become concerned about the stability of the region and the potential for future earthquakes. 4. Social impact of earthquakes. A. Mental health and trauma. The aftermath of earthquakes can have a significant impact on mental health and trauma. This can include symptoms of stress, anxiety, and depression, as well as more severe mental health conditions like post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. B. Strained community relations. Earthquakes can also strain community relations. This can occur as residents and communities come into conflict over issues like resource allocation, rebuilding, and other related challenges. C. Difficulty in rebuilding and recovery. The process of rebuilding and recovery after an earthquake can be difficult and time-consuming. This can be due to the need for significant resources, coordination between different agencies and organizations, and other factors. V. Case studies of major earthquakes. A. Discussion of specific earthquakes and their impact. In this section, we will examine several major earthquakes and their impact on communities and economies. This will include an overview of the earthquake itself, the extent of the damage, the impact on the local economy, and other relevant factors. B. Comparison of the impacts and recovery processes. This section will compare the impacts and recovery processes of the earthquakes examined in the previous section. This will provide a broader understanding of the impact of earthquakes on communities and economies and highlight the importance of preparedness and mitigation strategies. 6. Mitigation and preparedness strategies. A. Building codes and standards. Building codes and standards are critical for reducing the damage caused by earthquakes. They play a crucial role in ensuring that buildings and infrastructure are constructed in a way that will withstand the force of earthquakes and minimize damage. Governments are responsible for implementing and enforcing building codes and standards, while structural engineers and seismic designers are responsible for ensuring that buildings are constructed to these standards. Regular building inspections and upgrades can also help to maintain the safety of buildings over time. B. Emergency planning and response. Effective emergency planning and response is essential for minimizing the damage and preserving safety in the event of an earthquake. This involves the creation of disaster preparedness plans by local governments and emergency services, as well as community-wide planning and preparedness efforts. Individuals also play a role in creating their own emergency preparedness plans, including having supplies and evacuation plans in place. A well-coordinated emergency response can greatly reduce the damage and help to preserve safety in the aftermath of an earthquake. C. Insurance and financial planning. Insurance coverage for earthquake damage is an important aspect of preparing for earthquakes. Governments can also create insurance programs for communities, which can help them recover from earthquake damage more quickly. Financial planning also plays a critical role in communities' ability to recover from earthquake damage. It is important for individuals and businesses to prepare for financial losses in the event of an earthquake by having adequate insurance coverage and financial reserves. In conclusion, mitigation and preparedness strategies are crucial for reducing the impact of earthquakes and preserving safety. Governments, communities, and individuals all have a role to play in ensuring that these strategies are in place and effective. It is important to prioritize earthquake safety and resilience to ensure a more secure future for communities and economies. Thank you for listening to Grocery X Learn English podcast. If there's a topic you'd like me to talk about in a further episode, just send an email to info@grocery-x.com and see you next time, or connect our social media apps. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel.